there's also a lot of competition. All right, you have a third base spot competition, you have a second base, you have first base, you have a DH position that you have a bunch of guys I'm sure that you can fill in. I think it's the question that we always ask you every year before the season starts. With all this talent, how do you manage that, and what is the competition? How does the competition look like so far in those positions?
Yeah, I think it's one thing to develop players. It's another thing to develop a team. I think in building that team chemistry, I think one of the things that we do a good job of is we coach and develop every player in the program, regardless of what their role is or what they're projected. So every guy in the roster knows when they show up here every day, they're going to get coached. And I think that goes a long ways. It goes a long ways into improving the player to give them the best chance to fit, the role that they want to. They know we're invested in helping them do that, but it also gets them a lot more, bought into the team. As far as, this team, similarly, I would say to maybe a year ago, we have some options at a few different spots, which is a good thing. Always try to do that. I think recruiting depth is important for a number of reasons. You're going to have an injury or two. The ability to match up, really, really important, even when you are healthy. And we have some guys that do certain things really well, and we'll slot them for those things, and maybe something else somebody else does well, and we can slot them for those and build a team that can win a lot of different types of ways. But, as far as those spots, we're working several guys at those spots that you mentioned. Feel like we have some good options. Still some work to do to sort it out, to be honest with you. These inter-squad games and scrimmages are important. There's 5 or 6 guys that I feel pretty strongly about, or, guys that we know are going to be in there. And then, there's 3 or 4 spots where a number of guys can probably do the job and will be called on to do it at different times. So like how that's shaping up, but, we still got some work to do to put it all together.